it's me again. This is my third video talking about me having Avoidant Personality Disorder, and there's something I wanted to make clear before I begin with it. So I hope you don't get the wrong picture about me or about the disease I suffer from. If you saw my two other videos I made, well, you saw me smiling once in a while, or maybe you thought this guy is so calm and well, I don't know what you thought, but I can tell you that right now I'm nervous as hell. It doesn't seem like that, but I'm really nervous, so I'm so nervous that I wrote everything down again, like in the first video, so it gives me some kind of safety, but I'm still really nervous, so sorry for that. Let's go on. Maybe you saw me and maybe you thought that doesn't fit in with, or maybe you just thought, this is a guy, this is what it's like having AvPD. Well, that's not what I wanted. I don't want any of you to categorize me or come to the conclusion that you have like this to suffer from that disorder or something like that. And by the way, I'm no doctor. I mean, what do I know? What do I know? Most of the time I even don't know for sure what I'm talking about here. So please don't make the mistake to extrapolate from me to someone or something else. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think every person is different and there ain't no case studies. So I think as well there are some people out there who aren't sure whether they have AvPD or social anxiety or something like that. What I wanted to say is, I can tell you, I can only speak from my experiences, what I feel, what I think, and I can tell you, if all the stuff is characteristic for this disease, and so keep that please in mind. Okay. So how do I know? How do I know that I have Avoidant Personality Disorder? Well, I said it in the first video, I always knew there was something wrong with me, and I never knew it exactly. That was the problem. Sometimes I thought it just would disappear sometimes, or I get used to it, but someday I figured out it will go on like this forever and ever. I mean, I spent my half-life inside of some rooms, sitting in front of the PC or television, and without even like it. So I figured out it always gonna be that way if I won't change, and I'll end up dealing alone. I'll end up dying alone without even truly living. So it was kind of a fight. So I didn't want to see a doctor because I don't know. Maybe I still thought I can figure it out by myself, I thought, and maybe I thought going to the doctor is only for some fucked up people or whatever, and maybe it was the fear of somebody who knew, or maybe it was shame telling my parents that I needed help, or they can help me with it. In fact, I didn't know what I was afraid of. So yeah, I was afraid, but I knew I can handle it by myself. So I gathered all my courage and went to see a therapist, and that was last February. Which means I'm now in behavioral therapy for about 5 months now, and that was my way. Just my way. I haven't said you have to do this as well. I know there are some tests and stuff like that in the internet, and you can check for yourself whether you have a specific disorder or not. And maybe that's good, I think, but maybe it helps you have a name for it. Or in my case, I'm glad I made this step with the therapy, because I was so sick of guessing and assuming. At least now I have a name. I have a certainty I'm not insane or something. Or maybe I am. But what I want to say is it's no shame to get help. I mean, maybe it's even the opposite of it. I think it's pretty remarkable when you take help from someone when you're stuck. So I also know, and believe me that as well, that maybe you do everything not to go to a doctor. I was once like this. I always thought I could deal with it myself. I can figure it out myself. But in my case, I couldn't. Do whatever you like to do, but it's no shame to let you help, to get help. It's no shame. That's what I wanted to say at first. So, about the therapy, well, it's kind of hard to tell. It's some days, I think, some day I think I make progress, and at the other day I think things are like before and nothing has changed. And it's kind of a real slow progress and process, and I think it's hard to tell if it works or not. And maybe there has to be some distance to look at the things, and I don't know. But yes, I was diagnosed as Avoidant Personality Disorder, and at least now I have a name. Something I think maybe it's a little bit cheap to blame everything on this disorder, but it's better than blaming me all the time. And well, that's about it. That's what I wanted to say in this video, and yeah, the usual finished sentence. Maybe there will be another video, maybe not. I think so, blah blah blah. I hope so. See ya.